So depending on the roof line, you may have a hip roof as well. So what I'm going to do is figure out what those pitches are of the hip roof. I've set this up with my ridge board straight across as if I have a gable roof here. So let's say I want to make my roof a hip roof, and I'm just going to figure out where roughly I want the slope to start. So I'm going to go with 12 feet from the middle this way, and then I will draw over. Complete this line, and now I'm going to go 12 feet here. And you could figure out whatever hip you want. I'm going to leave this as a gable, and I'm going to make the garage a hip as well. So I figure out how far this wants to go. I'm going to go with 18 feet. Again, I'm just making this measurement up as I go along. So I've now converted my gable plan to a hip plan. But now I need to adapt my elevations. This one, done. Unless if I want to change the pitch. This one, done. Unless if I want to change the pitch. Because when I look at it, I'm just seeing that sloping face. What I need to change is the front and the back. I'm going to switch over to my roof elevation layer. And now I will take these points and transfer them down. And then I'm going to draw over. Do the same thing here. Delete. Trim. Now I have my gable roof, or hip roof, I'm sorry. It'd be the same thing back here. They shouldn't affect this area at all. So let me take this point over, down. So looking at this, you may determine that, well, you want to adjust the size of the ridge board. Adjusting the size of the ridge board would alter the slope. If the ridge board's smaller, this is going to slope up more, making this a little bit steeper. So it's entirely up to you what you think works. And I just made up my measurements. I thought that this looked okay. And then the last thing I would have to do is the garage. There's only one slope. There would not be a slope here. That would not be good for my house. You know, if it snows, there's going to be snow built up in there. So you want everything to slope away. So I transfer this one down, over, delete, trim. Sides, I don't have to change at all. Those are already determined, and my the rise and the run and the pitch and the slope has already been figured out. So I take this one. I'm bringing it to the top of the fascia. Deleting my original line and trimming. So that is my hip roof versus my gable.